What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Chuds BBQ. My name is Bradley Robinson, and today I'm going to show you how I made this beautiful, delicious, smoky, cheesy, Torchy style smoked queso. Coming up. This is some cheese. What I got here is some Tillamook Sharp Cheddar, as well as some Colby. And that's because these are pretty much the two cheeses that they use to make American cheese, where the sharpness of this cheese will be balanced out by the lack of sharpness from the Colby, and we should have a very nice mix. But of course, whatever cheeses you like, you can throw into a queso. You know, you could just start with some Velveeta, you could just do all sharp cheddar, or you could throw Gruyere, whatever you want to do. But today, we're sticking with the yellow stuff. But we're not just making queso, folks, we're making smoked queso. So, I'm gonna throw these on the pit. As you can see, the pit is already fired up, rocking a beautiful 275 because I'm cooking a brisket right now. So no fire sequence today, but on the pit we go to get some smoke on this cheese. Now, normally I would do a cold smoke when it comes to smoking cheese, but doing a cold smoke takes forever and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So today we're just gonna put this on right at 275, maybe get some of this brisket aroma on there as well, because it doesn't sound good about that. And because we're making queso and all this cheese has to melt down anyway, I'm not worried about doing a cold smoke because the whole point of that is to make sure your cheese doesn't melt. So we're gonna let this sit in here while we go ahead and get everything else ready. Starting by roasting off some green chilies. That was satisfying to watch. Beautiful. And now into a plastic bag these go to just kind of steam for a little bit. And I gotta say, that is a very efficient way to go about blackening up some peppers. So I'm loosely basing this queso recipe off of good old Torchy's tacos here in Austin, Texas, because it is so good. And they put some green chilies and some guacamole and a bunch of other great things into their queso. And what doesn't sound good about green chili queso? Am I right? So after I roasted these off, I peeled off all the outer skin, but as you can see, I left some of it on there because, you know, it's good flavor. And now I'm just taking the seeds out. And now we're just gonna dice them up. Beautiful. And now for a super simple guacamole. Already got our avocados in there. We're gonna take some of these fresh onions, throw those in there as well. Nice big pinch of our freshly chopped cilantro. Big fat pinch of salt. Some freshly cracked black pepper. Gotta have some lime juice in there. A little bit of garlic. And some of our Roma tomatoes. Do I have a jalapeno? Let me go check. I do. Throw that in there as well. And just get that all nice and mixed up. Beautiful. Classic guacamole. Another thing that Torchy's puts on their queso is a hot sauce made out of habaneros and tomato that is super tasty. They call it Diablo Sauce. So let's try and make that real quick. Starting with some oil. This is avocado oil, but any oil will work. And once that's nice and toasty, we're gonna go in with a whole bunch of some nice whole habaneros. And we're just gonna let those saute for a minute or two. This is kind of terrifying because if a drop of hot habanero infused oil jumps into my eye, I don't think I'll live to tell the tale. And after a few minutes, these are starting to take on some color. So now we're gonna go in with some white onion and let this continue to caramelize. And once those have caramelized nicely and everything is looking absolutely beautiful, we're gonna go in with about 3 cups of some tomato sauce. This is just some canned sauce, as well as some white vinegar and a big fat pinch of salt. Now we're gonna let this simmer down for about 10-15 minutes until everything is nice and broken down and thickened up a little bit. And just like that, after simmering down for about 15 minutes or so, you can see this is nice and thickened up and whew, smelling very good. And now to make sure it is nice and smooth, we're gonna hit it with the old stick blender. And just like that, our Diablo sauce is looking beautiful. And now let's give this a taste, although I'm a little nervous. Oh wow, that is phenomenal. Definitely got a kick to it, but really not as bad as I was expecting. Oh God, it's building. Wow, oh yeah. Beautiful color on that. Looks like buffalo sauce. And now that all of our elements are ready, it's time to go ahead and make our queso. Starting with 1 1/2 sticks of butter. Get a little label in there. And once that is nice and hot and nice and bubbly, we're gonna go in with about an onion's worth of our diced onion, as well as our green chilies, our tomatoes, and of course, a nice little pinch of salt. And just let this cook down for a little bit. And once everything has cooked down, softened up, and released all of its water, starting to get some nice color, we're gonna go in with some garlic right at the end, and just let that toast for, I don't know, a minute or so, just because we don't want it to burn. Oh God, it smells so good. And once smelling absolutely fantastic, it's time to go in with our liquid, which today is some milk. And once everything is up to a simmer and nice and steamy, it's time to go in with our next ingredient, which I bet you're thinking is sodium citrate, which is what I usually use when making processed cheese, whether that's American cheese or queso or anything like that. But I know it's a specialty ingredient that not everybody has. So today we're gonna do what most restaurants do in this situation and just start chipping in some American cheese, which already has the sodium citrate and sodium phosphate and all the other things in there that keep the cheese from breaking apart when melting. And lucky for us, there's enough in this cheese to go around. So we're gonna throw some of this in there, and that'll be enough sodium citrate within this cheese to make sure that all the cheddar and Colby do not break when melted. And now that all this is melted in, it's time to go in with our other two cheeses. As you can see, the smoker did a great job of melting this cheese and putting some lovely color on it. And you can definitely tell the difference between the two cheeses. Pretty cool. But simply enough, in we go with our smoky cheddar cheese and Colby cheese. Honestly, that came off better than I was expecting, although that'll be a fun dish to clean. And from here, we just need to keep this heating on a nice low heat until everything is beautifully melted and coming together. Now, this next step is completely optional. If you want to have a slightly more chunky, rustic queso, you can be done right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit this with a stick blender to make sure everything is evenly incorporated and we get some of that beautiful green chili and everything else in every bite. And just like that, we have got ourselves a beautiful, smooth, nice and creamy, just absolutely beautiful looking queso. Gotta say, folks, this is smelling great, looking great. Honestly, I thought there'd be a lot more speckles in there from all the veg, but it really all came together really well. Beautiful. I think it's time to see how this stuff came out, shall we? Can I do this without making a mess? Oh, nope. Ooh, so cheesy, so gooey, so hot. Oh, smells so good. Oh, we're gonna just fill this thing up. Couple dollops of our beautiful guacamole going in. Oh, yes, please. One more for good measure. Sink that in there. Oh, love it. Top that with some of our beautiful homemade Diablo sauce. Oh, yeah. Some cotija cheese for good measure. Gotta top your cheese with cheese, folks. And it just looks so pretty. And last but not least, a little bit of cilantro and our beautiful little Torchy style queso is done. And would you just look at it, folks? I mean, come on. I mean, what's not to like here, folks? We got some smoky, sharp cheddar, all the fixins, a homemade Diablo sauce, some lovely tortilla chips on the side. Oh, I gotta dive in. I gotta say, folks, I'm pretty excited about this one. I've been wanting to make a good queso for a long time now, because this is one of those things that I never really put in the effort to make it good. But I think that is what we have done today. Let's go in for a dip. Ooh, beautiful stuff. Oh, that is lovely. Whew. That sauce has a kick to it. But the real winning flavor here is just that actual cheddar cheese in there. You know, at Torchy's, I'm pretty sure they're just using American or Velveeta or something, but having that depth from the sharpness of true cheddar, whew, especially in this melty format, oh, it's so good. Oh, that is fantastic. I'm just gonna keep going. Ow. That is some fine queso, I tell you what. The hot sauce really adds a great element to it because you can kind of work around it if you're not a big fan of spicy, but having it in there just every other bite, whew, solid move. Let's dive into the guacamole here, shall we? And that's just a beautiful bite, folks. Each bite is better than the previous bite. Whew. You know, I thought about putting brisket in this or doing something along those lines, but just a solid, well-made queso can stand alone by itself all day long. And that little kiss of smoke in there is definitely welcome. But unlike a cold smoke, it was cooked with, you know, super clean brisket cooking smoke. That thing's still going, by the way. So it's not overpowering, but it's definitely there. It's subtle and a wonderful addition. Now, I gotta go find Brooke. She is a queso addict. Brooke, I made queso.
I like queso.
Would you like to dive in?
Yes. I've already had the Diablo sauce and it was really good, so.
Diablo sauce is good. It's definitely spicy, hence the name.
All the good stuff on there.
Oh yeah, get in there. I mean, just look at all those toppings on there. Gotta love it.
That tastes just like it.
We went to Torchy's twice this week in preparation for this video because, you know, we had to
do our due diligence.
Yeah, we had to do our research.
I like that you put more guac in yours, though. They only give you, like, a scoop like this big.
A little dollop. As far as queso presentations, though, they knock it out of the park. The color of the sauce, the cilantro on top, the guac in there, good move.
Yeah. They decorate it really cute.
There's just something so good about chips and queso.
I could eat an alarming amount of this.
I like how it's not overly smoky, too.
You can cross a line with that, and I don't think that you did. It's perfect. All right, one more.
I'll get you more chips. All right, y'all, before I fill my bathtub up with queso, I think it's time for the official taste test. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, God, now you got queso on your face-o. That was lame. Gotta do it again. Oh, you just want the queso. All right, y'all, and that is how to make some absolutely fantastic smoky queso. I highly recommend giving this recipe a try. Comes together really quick. Great thing to bring to a football game. You know, you could also do this many different ways. Throw that all into a crock pot, bring it to a party. Ooh, I'm telling you, you'll make friends for life. But all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that subscribe button. Let YouTube know by dropping a like on this video. If you give this recipe a try for yourself, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chuds BBQ. I'd love to see what y'all are cooking. Big shout out to all the Patreon members. Thank you for supporting Team Chud and allowing me to keep making all these videos. And until the next time I see you, please go cook something outside. Peace!